Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy, the DFS Overlord, coming back at you with another video. Today is Saturday, February the 25th, and I'm coming back at you with the best NBA player props for Prizepicks today. I got 3 picks for you today. Before we get into today's picks, let's look at how we did yesterday. So yesterday, I gave you 4 picks. I gave you Zach LaVine, Terry Rozier, DeAndre Ayton, and Paul George. Now, Zach LaVine did what he was supposed to do, went over 30. Paul George also went over 30, went way over his line that they had him at. Terry Rozier, he didn't even get to 10 points. I don't know what happened to Terry Rozier. I saw that Gordon Hayward was pretty hot starting off. I think Hayward went over 20, so I may have to reassess Terry Rozier going forward because Hayward was missing part of the season. Then he worked his way back. Now it seems like he's like more in the offense. So gonna have to look at Terry Rozier a little bit differently, playing him forward. And DeAndre Ayton, he didn't get what he needed to get. So anyway, man, we went 2 for 2. Not too bad. It's pretty average, pretty flat. If you would have played that, you wouldn't have cashed. So I got 3 new NBA player props for you today, and I feel very good, very, very good about these 3, and I'm gonna get right into it now. The first pick that I want to go with for today's slate is Mr. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. So for KCP today, I want to look at his points and assists, and I expect him to go over this number to get at least 14 points and assists combined, and let me show you why. So I'm gonna take you over to props.cash. If you do not know what this tool is, if this is your first time seeing one of my videos, this is the tool that I use to get all my insight on the picks that I make. All the research that I do comes from this website. This is a great, great tool. I mean, if you're not using some type of tool like this or any, type of research and, way to research, you're really just guessing. So I would advise that, you find yourself a tool. If you want to try this one, there's a link in the description. You can do a 7-day free trial. So let me pull up Mr. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And first of all, let's look at his points now. As you see, he dropped 17 against Cleveland, 14 against Dallas. He's averaging 12.6 over his last 5, 11.9 over his last 10, and 11.5 on the season. He dropped 12 against this Memphis team the last time they played, which is a good thing. I mean, we only need him to get 14 points and assists combined. So when I go over to points and assists, one thing that sticks out to me is that Memphis is ranked 28th in the league with allowing assists, which is 26.5 a game. So I like that. And if you look at the last 5, we see that KCP is averaging 17.2 over the last 5, 13.9 on the season, and 15 over the last 10. I expect this to be, a very competitive game. I believe this is like the number 1 and number 2 ranked West teams in the league. So this game is going to mean a lot. I expect everybody to get up for this game and bring their best. And I think KCP goes over this number. Now, KCP is somebody who can score 14 points. We just saw that in the last matchup. He scored 17 and 14 here against Dallas. So he can get this with points alone. So that's one thing I do like about points and assists because, the points, 2 points a bucket, that's great. The assists are really just extra on top. So I like to find people who can, get just the point total alone here. As we see, he did this 5 out of the last 10. He got the point total, the over on just points. If we go to just assists, look at this, 5, 5, 6, 5 assists against a team that's allowing a 28th ranks, assist in the league. Give me KCP for our first pick over 13.5 points and assists. Now, my second pick, these are a little bit of a different type of play for me, and I don't really do it too much too often. Who am I looking for? Wendell Carter Jr. I don't really do it too much too often unless I really have data to back this. Now I'm looking at Wendell Carter Jr.'s turnovers, and I like him to go over this number at 1.5. Now let me go back over to props.cash and pull up Wendell Carter Jr. and his turnovers. So as we see, he's pretty much turning the ball over 2.2 times a game over the season, 1.8 over the last 10, 2.2 over the last 5. Last time he played Indiana, he turned the ball over 5 times, and Indiana actually is pretty good at causing assists, allowing assists, 15.7 assists per game. So if we look at these last 5, we see he turned the ball over 4 times against Miami, 3 times against the Knicks. I'm not sure what their rankings are, but the Indiana Pacers are almost the top of the league at causing turnovers. Let me go to over the last 30 games. I mean, look at this. This is Wendell Carter over the last 30 games. He's turned the ball over at least 2 times, 19 out of the last 30. That's a 63%, occurrence there. Look at all these times he went 2 and above. And if you see, he does it like for stretches. Then he doesn't do it. Another stretch. Then he doesn't do it. Then another stretch. Then he doesn't do it. This is another kind of a, mini stretch right here. So it can go either way. I mean, of course, he can either get it or not get it. That's why it's only over or under. But I like our chances here against a team that causes a lot of turnovers. So give me some Wendell Carter Jr., to turn the ball over more than 1.5. And he also plays, 30 minutes. So by this being a competitive game at the spread, only at 2.5, I expect him to play down to the wire, maybe, make one play in the first half, turnover, another play in the second half, maybe coming down to the wire type ball game, the ball gets stolen or something like that. I like this play, Wendell Carter Jr. over 1.5 turnovers. And my last play is my good man on the thumbnail, Jaylen Brown. Now, this point total just sticks out to me. I just feel like it's too low. The data isn't like the best, but I mean, Jaylen Brown is a superstar. He's going up against Philly. This is like a, big Eastern Conference just rivalry. Jaylen Brown, I think, is going to get, 26, 27 points in this matchup over his last 5. I mean, he dropped 30 and 35 against Golden State, and I think that's Golden State. No, that's Team Giannis. That's the All-Star game. Well, that doesn't really count. But Indiana, 30 points. Phoenix, 27. Brooklyn, 26. Let's go back over to props.cash. Like I said, if you want to use this tool, man, just look at how it works, man. You're not going to find this data anywhere, all, in the same platform. You're going to be going to different websites. But anyway, let's go to Jaylen Brown. We see that the point total, the sportsbooks just have it heavily favored to go over because, I mean, although, like I said, the data isn't great, Philly doesn't allow that many points, only at 110, good 3-point defense, good shooting guard defense. We're talking about Jaylen Brown here. Went over 24.5, 21 out of the last 30 games. That's a 70%. I mean, 7 out of 10 times. Who wouldn't bet on that? Now, he's only averaging 19.5 against Philly on the season, but I'm just not worried about that. 24.8 over the last 5, 25.6 over the last 10, 26.6 on the season. I think I like Jaylen Brown and just, like I said, get 26, 27. If we look at the last couple guards that's played Philly and their point totals, only focusing on the starters here, we see that if John Morant didn't get it, but Bane, the shooting guard, did. Donovan Mitchell got it. Garland got it. We got Jalen Green got it. Even Ben Simmons got it. They had his line at 3.5. I mean, I could have got that. But, Brunson dropped 30. So, and we all know that Jaylen Brown's going to play 36, 37. He's averaging 35.7 minutes a game. So I just think, this line is too low for a superstar in an elite playoff type of environment, matchup. Give me Jaylen Brown to go over 24.5 points in this game, and Boston probably wins this game. So these are the 3 picks that I am going to be playing on today's slate. We got KCP over 13.5 points and assists, Wendell Carter Jr. over 1.5 turnovers, and my friend Jaylen Brown over 24.5 points. So yeah, man, go ahead and give this video a like. I would really appreciate it. Comment down below how you feel about my picks and subscribe to the channel. We're pumping these videos out daily. I would really appreciate that. And until my next video, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Happy betting and let's make some money.